March 2025. The Air Force just revealed a fighter so advanced, they won't even show you what it looks like. The F-22 Raptor, America's most dominant fighter for 20 years, is being replaced. And the aircraft taking its place isn't just better, it's from a completely different generation. Boeing beat Lockheed Martin for a contract worth over $50 billion. The designation, F-47. But here's the problem. Almost everything about it is classified. What we know will blow your mind. Let's start with the facts. In March 2025, the U.S. Air Force made history. They awarded Boeing the biggest fighter contract in decades, the Next Generation Air Dominance Program, or NGAD. The aircraft designation, F-47. And yes, that's intentional. The last F-47 was a legendary P-47 Thunderbolt from World War II. This new F-47 is meant to dominate the skies the same way. Here's what the Air Force has confirmed. Combat radius, over 1,000 nautical miles. That's 1,150 regular miles. Top speed, faster than Mach 2. First flight, before 2028. Fleet size, at least 185 aircraft. Cost per aircraft, estimated $250 to $300 million. That makes it more expensive than even the F-22. But there's a reason for that insane price tag. Here's where it gets wild. The F-47 isn't just a fighter jet. It's a command center for an army of AI-controlled drones. The Air Force calls them Collaborative Combat Aircraft, or CCAs. Think of them as robot wingmen. Each F-47 will control between 3 to 5 of these autonomous drones in combat. Picture this. An F-47 penetrates enemy airspace, but the pilot isn't alone. 3 AI drones fly ahead, scanning for threats with their sensors. One detects an enemy radar site. The F-47 pilot gives the order. The drone fires its missiles and eliminates the target. The F-47 never had to reveal its position, never had to fire a shot, never put the pilot at risk. This is the difference between 5th and 6th generation. The F-22 is a solo hunter. The F-47 is a pack leader. To understand why the F-47 exists, you need to understand distance. America's closest major air base to Taiwan is Kadena in Japan, 700 miles away. China's air bases, less than 100 miles from Taiwan. The F-22 was designed to fight over Europe during the Cold War. Shorter distances, friendly bases everywhere. But in the Pacific, distance is the enemy. And here's the nightmare scenario. F-22s need aerial refueling tankers to reach the fight. Those tankers aren't stealth. China has built missiles specifically designed to shoot them down. No tankers means no F-22s. The F-47S1 000 plus nautical mile combat radius changes everything. It can fly from Guam, 1,800 miles away, strike targets over Taiwan, and return home. No tankers required for the mission itself. China is building carriers, 6th-gen fighters, and the world's largest navy. The F-22, as incredible as it is, was designed for a different war. The F-47 was designed for this war. Okay, let's break down what 6th generation actually means, because it's not just marketing hype. 5th generation gave us stealth and sensor fusion. The F-22 and F-35 can see you before you see them and kill you before you can react. 6th generation adds 1. Extreme stealth. Not just radar stealth, but infrared, acoustic, and electromagnetic signature reduction. The goal is to be completely undetectable. 2. System of systems. The fighter is part of a network battle force, including drones, satellites, ships, and ground forces, all sharing information instantly. 3. AI integration. Artificial intelligence helps the pilot make decisions, controls drone wingmen, and processes massive amounts of sensor data. 4. Adaptability. Open architecture means the aircraft can be upgraded rapidly as new threats emerge, without needing to build an entirely new jet. 5. Speed and range. Longer legs to fight across the vast Pacific, and speed to respond to threats before they materialize. So Boeing beat Lockheed Martin. The same Lockheed that built the F-22, F-35, and SR-71 Blackbird. How did Boeing pull this off? Sources suggest Boeing's proposal focus heavily on the drone integration aspect. They've been developing autonomous combat drones in Australia through their Loyal Wingman program. Since 2019, Boeing also reportedly came in with a lower cost for aircraft and faster production timeline. With the F-35 program going billions over budget, the Air Force wanted proof that Boeing could deliver on time and on budget. Boeing's proposal included advanced manufacturing techniques, 3D printing of major components, digital twin technology for testing, and a modular assembly line designed for rapid production. Lockheed Martin protested the decision, calling it fundamentally flawed. But the Air Force stuck with Boeing. The contract was signed in March 2025. Now the pressure is on. First flight before 2028. Operational by the early 2030s. Here's what's driving aviation nerds crazy. We have almost no details about what this thing actually looks like or how it works. Is it manned or optionally manned? Some reports suggest it could fly missions without a pilot on board at all. What does it look like? Boeing has released 0 official images. Every picture you see online is a concept or artist rendering. What weapons does it carry? Hypersonic missiles? Directed energy weapons? Lasers? The Air Force isn't saying. What powers it? New adaptive cycle engines? Something even more advanced? Classified? How advanced are the sensors? Rumors suggest 360-degree detection capabilities that make the F-35 look primitive by comparison. The fact that the Air Force is keeping this much classified means they have capabilities they desperately don't want adversaries to know about. But not everyone is celebrating. At $250 to $300 million per aircraft, the F-47 is drawing serious criticism. That's more expensive than the F-22 ever was. The total program cost could exceed $150 billion. Some in Congress are asking, is this worth it? Critics argue the money would be better spent on more F-35s, upgrading existing F-22s, unmanned systems exclusively, next-gen missiles and drones. The Air Force's response: you can't put a price on air superiority. And against China's rapidly advancing military, staying ahead requires revolutionary capabilities, not incremental improvements. There's also concern about the industrial base. Only 185 F-47s are planned. Is that enough to maintain the production facilities and workforce needed? Remember, the F-22 production line was shut down in 2011. Rebuilding it would cost tens of billions. The Air Force doesn't want to make that mistake again. So when will we actually see this thing? March 2025. Contract awarded to Boeing. 2025 to 2027. Final design work. Systems integration, manufacturing preparation. Before 2028. First flight of prototype. 2028 to 2030. Flight testing, evaluation, modifications. Early 2030s. Initial operational capability. 2035 to 2040. Full fleet deployment. The timing is crucial. The F-22 fleet is aging. These aircraft have been flying since 2005. By the mid-2030s, they'll be 30 years old. The F-47 needs to be ready before the Raptors wear out. Meanwhile, the collaborative combat aircraft drones are being developed simultaneously. First CCA prototypes are already flying. By the time the F-47 enters service, its drone wingmen will be ready and waiting. The F-47 represents a fundamental shift in how air combat works. Forget Top Gun-style dogfights. Sixth-generation warfare is about information dominance, overwhelming sense of superiority, and using AI and autonomous systems to multiply your effectiveness. An F-47 pilot won't just be flying a fighter. They'll be orchestrating a symphony of sensors, weapons, and autonomous platforms across hundreds of miles. The goal isn't just to shoot down enemy aircraft. It's to completely overwhelm their ability to make decisions, to flood their sensors with so much information and so many threats that they can't respond effectively. And it's not just air-to-air. The F-47 will coordinate with Navy ships launching missiles, Army units calling for air support, and Space Force satellites providing targeting data. In future conflicts, whoever can process information faster and coordinate forces more effectively wins. The F-47 is designed to give America that edge. So, Why does the F-47 matter? Because the world is more dangerous now than at any time since the Cold War. China is building a military designed specifically to defeat American air power. Russia is testing new weapon systems. The era of uncontested American air dominance is over. The F-47 is America's answer. A fighter so advanced that even showing what it looks like would give adversaries too much information. A system of systems designed to fight and win in the world's most contested airspace. Boeing has been given the most important military contract of the decade. The first flights are just years away. And when this aircraft finally takes to the skies, it will represent the cutting edge of American military technology. The question now is, can Boeing deliver? We'll find out before 2028. The next generation of air combat is coming, and it's called the F-47. Subscribe for updates as more F-47 details emerge.